Yo, it's your boy Casual Rail with the Silent A podcast. And man, we're back with another one and a quick one at that. Hit that like, comment below, subscribe if you got the time. We appreciate that love. And for this, let's get straight into it. We got the likes of Mr. Jai Opetaia himself rumored to potentially take on the likes of Derek Chisora. Yes, you heard us right. Heavyweight clash up against Derek Chisora and Mr. Jai Opetaia himself. A battle between true fighting men getting pushed by the likes of Mr. Riyadh Season, a.k.a. Mr. Ring Magazine, a.k.a. Mr. Turkey Al-Sheikh himself, is interested and has his eyes on Jai Opetaia and wants him to take on Derek Chisora. Now, this is a good thing. It's a good thing to have your eyes, or attention upon Jai Opetaia from the likes of Turkey Al-Sheikh. That means he's interested in you. He's interested in you as a fighting man, but more importantly, he recognizes you as a true warrior, true fighter, because Turkey Al-Sheikh does not want to waste his time with men who don't want to fight in the ring. He doesn't want to waste his time with men who don't want to entertain the fans. He doesn't want to waste his time on people and fighters and boxers who are unwilling to challenge themselves in the sport of boxing and grow themselves and grow their legacy. That's a good thing. Eyes are upon Jai Opetaia, and that's a great thing for him as a man from Australia, getting the eyes of a man from Turkey Al-Sheikh, who is helping push the sport of boxing and want to continue to grow the sport. A guy like Jai Opetaia is refreshing for the sport of boxing because he is a true warrior who has high ring IQ, precision punching, and power, and more importantly, like we said earlier, a fighting spirit, a true warrior, a man that wants to just fight. Now, it's becoming clear that the likes of Gilberto, Zurdo, Ramirez is not going to be ready to take on the likes of Jai Opetaia and just seems to can't get it right. Undergoing shoulder surgery, right? In July, I believe he snuck that in when the likes of Manny Pacquiao was taking on Mario Barrios, which I still think was a robbery. He just snuck it in that he had this shoulder surgery. Now he has to recover. Now he has to get back to 100%. Now he has to get healthy and fix a issue that magically popped up after the fight with Dorticos when nothing was announced the night of, the week after. It just appeared. It's clear that these two men can't get on the same schedule. Opetaia's been ready to go, ready to fight, wants this man in the ring, and it's always something else going on, a different fight, a different issue. Now we have shoulder surgery. So what we said in past videos for Mr. Jai Opetaia to do is don't waste your time. Don't sit around wasting your talent and get, rusty and ring rust and just fighting guys that mean nothing, waiting on a man who clearly isn't ready for you. There's also nothing left at the cruiserweight division that's really challenging for the likes of Jai Opetaia. And that's no disrespect to the other fighters there. It's just being real, it's being honest. That man is levels right now. The only one I think that could challenge him would be Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. No disrespect to Badou Jack, the other champion in the division, but let's get it clear. Father Time is undefeated, and Badou Jack has a date with Father Time, and it's taking him on through there. Jai's next move, in our opinion, has always been let's go to the next challenge. And what is the next challenge from cruiserweight? Heavyweight. Heavyweight division time frame. Let's get this thing going. It's time to move up, time to grow into that legacy, time to become a great, time to become Hall of Fame, time to establish yourself as a era. This is the era of Jai Opetaia. He's already clearly taken over the cruiserweight division. Now let's move up to the heavyweights. Don't waste your time. Don't get that ring rust. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. And it's good and refreshing to see the likes of Turkey Al-Sheikh interested to push the likes of Jai Opetaia even further. Now, let's bring it back a little bit. Right now, obviously, we got to make sure Mr. Jai Opetaia himself is ready because jumping to heavyweight is a big task. Them boys are big up there. No matter what you think of their talent, just about anybody up there can get knocked out and can swat. So you do want to get him adjusted before he takes on a top level type fighter, right? And let's get to, the likes of Derek Chisora. Derek, obviously, his best days are behind him. We talked about Father Time with Badou Jack. Let's talk about Father Time with Derek Chisora. His best days are behind him. He's got a hell of a date with Father Time, and he's on him. But Derek still has that dog mentality. That war has never left him. He is going to challenge any man in the heavyweight division to a good proper contest and a good proper fight, especially for a man who's going to move up from cruiserweight to take him on. Now, with that said, that fight could be dangerous, but I see the likes of Jai Opetaia rising to the occasion to win that fight. He's obviously the younger fighter. To me, has the better skill set, better boxing IQ, has youth on his sides, and he's got good power and good pop and can carry that up to heavyweight. I think that would be a good test for him to take on the likes of Derek Chisora to see where he could fit in at the heavyweight division, and would make a statement to the other men out there in the heavyweight division, or Bridgerweight if he wants to hang around that area, that he is real. He is a fighting man. And he can bounce between cruiser to heavyweight, and his skill set matches that of any man in the division, and more importantly, he has the power and ring IQ to make things happen. I think this would be a good contest, a good fight. At the same time, I understand if Jai wants to remain at the cruiserweight division to clean that up and become undisputed before moving up. I get it. That is a great thing to do. That is a staple that you want to put in your cap in your career and get things settled, get things cleared out. But again, the warning sign is there. Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez is moving on his own time. It's clear that he does not want to make this thing happen next. He just has surgery. He wants to get healthy. You already know the excuse is going to come out that he wants a tune-up, then something else probably before that. Then he might fight you late next year. I'm not sure we got that kind of time, but we can see. If we're going to remain at cruiserweight, Mr. Jai Opetaia, then go ahead and knock off Badou Jack. Get that belt, clear that up, leave all issues to the side, because I can understand it. The worst thing you could do is leave the division, and then Mr. Gilberto Ramirez somehow undisputes and, knocks off Badou Jack, knocks whoever picks up your belt after vacating, and claims he's undisputed and all that good stuff. That's a bad thing to see someone that you could have fought and beat kind of get that undisputed crown after you have to move up because they've been trying to outweight you and quote unquote duck you. So I get it. So if we're going to hang around cruiserweight, just for that to, solidify some things and clean that table, all the way off, I understand it. If you're going to do that, knock off Badou Jack next, and then challenge Mr. Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez to finally get in that ring after he gets himself a little tune-up from his surgery. But with that said, the path to Derek Chisora is not a bad task. I wouldn't be upset if you took another heavyweight fight in between getting to that Derek Chisora fight, to get acclimated, something that's a good soft touch and get adjusted to that weight. But if you want to dive straight in, brother, I think you got the goods. I think you got the skill set. I think you got the ring IQ. I think you've got the power to be there. You clear that cruiserweight, meaning you weigh in at heavyweight anyways, probably close to 220s on fight night. I think you can do this. I think you can fight the likes of Derek Chisora. It'll be a hell of a scrap. It won't be easy. Derek doesn't go out easy, but I think he will go out against a guy like you. I think he would respect fighting a guy like you, a true fighter, a true warrior, somebody that's going to bring that war to him, somebody that's going to bring that fight to him, somebody that's going to challenge him for his potential last fight of his career. And what better way to have a guy like Jai Opetaia take that from him, and more importantly, catapult your career to that next level, that next stage of fandom, and pushing you and gaining fans from the UK and all over the world as you stepped up, challenged the likes of Derek Chisora on your first fight in the heavyweight division, taking that fame, taking that notoriety, taking the fans with you, and letting them realize, the rest of the world realize, especially the casuals, realize what type of fighter is Jai Opetaia, especially a man moving up from cruiserweight where clearly no one is left who really wants to fight him. Anyways, that's our opinion on that. It's going down. I hope they really consider it, meaning Jai Opetaia's camp. I know they want things to clear up at the cruiserweight division, but it is clear today, as Turki Al-Sheikh has announced, he is interested in making this fight. And I'm going to be honest, the kind of money that Turki has, the kind of push and influence that he has, a lot of these fights are happening, man. He is leaving money on the table that these guys cannot turn around or turn down, and challenging themselves. And I love it. I love what he's doing. I love how he's challenging these guys and making the sport of boxing grow and making it entertaining and helping build legacies for these guys, not just in the money aspect and financial, but I'm talking about building their namesake, making it comfortable for them to challenge and make these big things happen so their names can be remembered in the sport of boxing. Anyways, that's my opinion on this. Hit that like button, comment below, subscribe if you got the time. We really appreciate that love. Until the next time, it's your boy Casual Real. Peace.